Look at these headlines. Klarna fired 700 people. IBM gutted their HR. 80,000 tech workers gone in 1 quarter. Companies everywhere replaced humans with AI and called it the future. But here's what they don't want you to know. 55% of those companies now regret it. Forrester Research, one of the biggest names in tech analysis, dropped this bombshell in their 2026 report. More than half fired people, celebrated the savings, and then watched everything fall apart. What's up, everyone? So today we're doing something different. I went deep into the data, the news, the research, and I found a pattern that nobody is talking about. Companies that fired humans for AI are now scrambling to hire them back. Some are spending more on restaffing than they saved. And for people like us, people who actually understand AI, this is the biggest career opportunity of 2026. Let me show you exactly what's happening. Let me start with the biggest one. Klarna, Swedish fintech giant, fired 700 customer service employees in 2023. Replaced them all with AI chatbots. Their CEO bragged on every podcast that the AI handled 2.3 million conversations in 35 languages at human equivalent quality. Then reality hit. Customers revolted. Generic copy-paste responses, complex issues completely ignored. The CEO had to publicly admit they focused too much on efficiency. They're now quietly rehiring humans. The company that was supposed to be the poster child for AI replacement became its biggest cautionary tale. Then there's IBM. They replaced most of their HR division with AI. Employee queries, request processing, ticket routing, all automated. Worked fine for simple stuff. But sensitive workplace issues, career conversations that need nuance, the AI couldn't handle any of it. IBM had to bring the humans back, because you can't automate trust, and you definitely can't automate empathy. HR of all departments is built on those two things. And here's the stat that should make every CEO pause. 1 in 3 employers actually spent more money rehiring people than they saved from the AI layoffs. IBM, Salesforce, Google, Meta, all of them quietly added workers back in redefined roles. They fired people to save money and then spent even more hiring them back. That's not a strategy, that's an expensive U-turn. And the layoffs keep coming. Nearly 80,000 tech workers cut in just the first quarter of 2026. Almost half those cuts blamed on AI. But a massive chunk of those positions will come back. Because AI isn't ready, and companies that move too fast are already paying the price. And it's not just Klarna and IBM. Google laid off 12,000 people in early 2023, then started quietly rehiring for the exact same positions months later. Meta cut 21,000 pounds, then posted record job openings in AI-adjacent roles. Salesforce fired 10% of its workforce, blamed AI automation, then their CEO admitted they went too far. These aren't startups making rookie mistakes. These are trillion-dollar companies with the best strategists in the world. And they all got it wrong. According to multiple industry analyses, big tech has spent an estimated $8.5 billion on restaffing and rehiring since the AI layoff wave began. Recruiting fees, onboarding costs, lost institutional knowledge, lower productivity during transitions. The savings they celebrated on earnings calls, gone, and then some. 1 in 3 companies that fired workers for AI spent more on rehiring them than they saved. That's not a margin. That's a loss. But it gets worse. 42% broke even, meaning 73% of companies that bet their workforce on AI didn't actually save money. They just made their balance sheet more complicated. Air Canada's AI chatbot promised a customer a refund that didn't exist in company policy. When the airline tried to deny responsibility, claiming it was just a bot, not legally binding, a court ruled against them anyway. The airline lost, and now they're scrambling to rehire humans to fix what their AI broke. This isn't a glitch. This is the cost of replacing judgment with math. Every single one of these failures falls into 3 patterns. Number 1, the vanity metric trap. Companies measure volume, not quality. Klarna's AI handled millions of chats, but nobody asked how many customers actually got their problem solved. Number 2, the empathy gap. AI can process data and find patterns, but it cannot read the room, cannot feel frustration, cannot navigate the gray areas that make human interaction work. And number 3, CEO theater. Executives announce AI layoffs to pump the stock price. 6 months later, when quality tanks, they quietly rehire and pray nobody notices. Spoiler, we noticed. Gartner predicts that by 2027, half of all companies that plan to cut customer service with AI will completely abandon those plans. The AI replacement fantasy is dying. What's replacing it? Humans who know how to use AI. That's a completely different game. So what does the data actually tell us? Harvard Business School studied 750 consultants using AI. The ones who used AI as a co-pilot, checking its work and adding their own judgment, outperformed everyone by 40%. But consultants who blindly trusted AI output, their quality dropped below the control group. AI amplifies humans. It does not replace them. The research is crystal clear on this. UC Berkeley researchers tracked a 200-person tech company for 8 months. Employees given AI tools worked faster and worked more. Task volumes spiked. Work spilled into lunch, evenings, weekends. They weren't asked. AI just made doing more feel possible. The result? 83% reported burnout by 2026. Same year, the company started quietly rehiring to give people back their lives. Here's a stat that should terrify every CEO who fired their support team. AI chatbots fail at customer service 4 times more often than any other AI use case. Only 21% of companies manage to replace humans without major operational issues. The rest learn that customers don't want algorithms when something goes wrong. They want someone who can actually listen. Here's where it gets exciting. While everyone panics about AI taking jobs, something wild is happening. Companies aren't just rehiring, they're creating entirely new roles. AI Ops Manager, Prompt Engineer, Human AI Workflow Designer, AI Quality Lead. People who understand both how AI works and how humans work are becoming the most valuable people in any company. This isn't AI versus humans anymore. It's humans with AI versus humans without AI. And if you're watching this channel, you're already on the right side. Think about it. A customer support rep who uses AI for routine queries while handling complex conversations personally? That's not just an employee, that's a force multiplier. A writer who uses AI for research and drafts while bringing voice, strategy, the human angle? Not replaceable, irreplaceable. Companies tried full replacement, it failed. Now they need humans who can work with AI, and that human is worth 10 times more. The market already reflects this. AI-skilled professionals command premium salaries. Prompt engineers, 120 to 180K. AI integration specialists, 140 to 200K. Roles that didn't exist 3 years ago. Every company that fired humans for AI now needs these people desperately. Supply is low, demand is through the roof. Position yourself right, and you're walking into the best job market in a decade. Let me tell you about real people. A content writer who got replaced by ChatGPT at her agency. She spent 3 months learning prompt engineering and AI workflow design. Now she runs her own AI content consultancy, charging triple her old salary. A customer service manager who was let go from a fintech company. He learned to build AI chatbot workflows, and now companies pay him to design the exact systems that replaced him, but with a human layer. These people didn't fight AI. They became the ones who make AI actually work. Step 1. Become tool-fluent, not tool-dependent. There's a huge difference. Tool-dependent means you can't work without AI. Tool-fluent means you use AI to amplify what you already do well. Marketing? Prompt for strategy, not just content. Engineering? AI-assisted debugging and code review. Customer service? AI triage plus human escalation. The goal isn't to be the AI, it's to direct the AI. Step 2. Build your human moat. What can you do that AI genuinely cannot? Read body language in a negotiation. Build client relationships over years. Navigate office politics. Make judgment calls with incomplete information. Bring creative vision from lived experience. Every company that replaced humans with AI failed because they lost exactly these things. Double down on them. Step 3. Position yourself as the bridge between AI and humans. Companies are desperate for people who can say, here's where AI handles this, and here's where we need a human touch. That's not a junior role, that's leadership. Update your LinkedIn. Create content about AI in your industry. Show companies you get the hybrid future. Right now, there are more open roles for AI human bridge builders than people to fill them. Step 4. Build in public. Document your AI learning journey online. Share what you build. Post your experiments. Companies increasingly hire based on demonstrated AI fluency, not just credentials. A portfolio of AI projects beats a resume any day. Start a YouTube channel. Write on LinkedIn. Build tools that solve real problems. The people who are visible right now will own the next decade. Here's my prediction for the rest of 2026. By December, the narrative will completely flip. The companies winning will be human-first AI-powered, not the other way around. We'll see Chief Human AI Officer become a real title. We'll see AI literacy become as important as computer literacy was in the 2000s. And the people who position themselves now, who built skills while everyone else panicked, they'll be the ones running the show. This is not a threat. This is the opportunity of our generation. The numbers back it up. Job postings requiring both AI skills and human expertise have tripled since 2024. 3x growth in just 2 years. LinkedIn's 2026 workforce report calls it the fastest growing job category in history. The demand is real, the opportunity is real, and it's happening right now. Here's the bottom line. Companies that fired everyone for AI, scrambling. Companies that gave people AI tools, thriving. And you, watching this, learning about AI on this channel, already ahead of 90% of the workforce. The question isn't whether AI changes your career. It already has. The question is, will you be replaced or will you become irreplaceable? I think you already know. If this opened your eyes, hit subscribe. I break down AI trends, money systems, and career strategies every week, so you never get blindsided. Drop a comment. Has your company started replacing people with AI? And if you know someone worried about losing their job to AI, send them this video. It might change everything. See you in the next one.